but last night or a couple of days ago, I put up a post on Facebook and I said, "Hey, do any of you guys have any ideas for the Dollop?" Because some people always have great ideas,
Right.
and a lot of fucking bullshit.
I love how right away any favorite, a lot of fucking wasting my time.
Hey, what about Wes Anderson? What about Wes Anderson?
Oh well, that is a waste of your time.
But then late last night, this dude, Seth Wright, a podcaster in his own right, puts up this post that just says, "Hey, what do you think about competitive tickling?"
Oh wow! Oh wow! Wow!
And I was like, "Well, you should send me more information on that."
Wow! I need a second here. Okay.
So he sends me. So he tries to send it to me like 3 times last night, and like I was trying to go to bed, but he kept like sending emails that weren't coming, and I was like, "Dude, I have to get this before I go to sleep because it's too insane."
Dave, come to bed.
I can't. I'm waiting on the competitive tickling literature.
Jesus fucking Christ! Shuts the light off.
So I get it, and I read like 10 minutes of it, and I'm like, "Oh my god, I can't." Okay, I'm just gonna go to bed, and this is what we're doing. So I woke up this morning.
Did you wake up in the night and think about it?
I woke up this morning, and I just rolled over, and I went, "Fuck, competitive tickling. I gotta get on this shit." And my wife and kid were like getting ready to leave, and I was like, "Come on, let's go. I gotta get on the competitive tickling."
Daddy's got a job to do.
Daddy's got to earn a living.
You like that food? Yeah. Well, let's get moving. I got a lot of research about the CT organization.
By the way, it's my son's birthday tomorrow, so could you be?
Oh my God, I'd
Superman,
love Dave. I would
Batman?
love whatever you want.
I would like you to be.
Pick something really embarrassing.
Well, something that doesn't have a face mask.
Oh, you want that? I'm much
Can you
appreciated.
be a prince?
Absolutely, I'd love to be
Okay.
a prince. Anything with my face exposed at your party would just be a goddamn honor.
All right, so I'm gonna put my glasses on. I can't.
The idea of putting on glasses to read about competitive tickling, it doesn't happen a lot.
So the pay's good.
What?
The pay is typically $1,500.
Okay, so hold on. Beep, beep, beep.
Okay,
Back up.
When I say competitive tickling, what do you think I'm talking about?
I mean, I think you're talking about some sort of organized sport of tickling.
Yeah.
But you start with the pay's good. What is they
What do you mean? Competitive. It's
like a league.
I shouldn't say competitive tickling. It's competitive endurance tickling.
So
So how much can you handle, bro?
before laughing or before tapping out?
I think before tapping out.
That's better. That's funnier. I like that you can laugh.
No, yeah, you can laugh for sure.
What?
All right, so basically what happened was this kind of blew up on the internet this week because a dude in New Zealand, a reporter, like happened across this Facebook page that was set up by Jane O'Brien Media.
Happened across. Yeah, he was like watching foot porn and was like, "Oh, crikey."
Well, he happens to be bisexual, this reporter.
I'm fine with that.
So
Don't begrudge it.
he stumbles across it and he's like, "Well, this is fucking crazy. I have to read about this, right?
Yeah.
I have to figure out what this is." And so they have all these. I guess they're like, okay. First of all, if you go to the page, when you go to the page, okay, that's it, right? So,
oh wow.
So it's Jane O'Brien Media. It's a couple of dudes in Adidas shirts and a couple of dudes without shirts. And they're all like, "Come on, let's go, let's tickle." Like the picture is just like
The picture's very inviting to like, "Come on, guys, you're weird if you don't."
There's videos of guys being interviewed about like what's going to happen with tickling.
Wow.
This one's just, I mean, like these guys right here are from Minnesota, and they're just discussing. Oh, there's no sound right here.
Oh,
wait. Oh, never mind. The sound is coming out of the. Okay, so these guys are like they're talking about like how much do you laugh when you get tickled? Like how susceptible are you to tickling? Where are your tickle places? So it's just like two dudes who are doing like a behind the scenes interview of tickling. That's like the first post on their Facebook page.
But
what?
I still, in a broader term, it is like a league. It's an organized. What is they just?
So in your mind, you're thinking the way this sounds is that they would eventually like it to be an Olympic event.
What I am picturing is like ultimate frisbee. Like I want that sort of, periphery. We've heard of it. Might make the top 10 once a year.
Well, how do you think an event? What do you think happens in an event?
I could see a round robin-esque. I really like this kid coming out of Arkansas. This kid can tickle the hell out of someone else, and he doesn't tap out often.
Okay, so...
But is it just for fun? Obviously it's just for fun.
Is it just for fun? It's tickling.
Sorry. I don't think that question's ever been asked about tickling before. That's like a Martian question about tickling. Is it for fun? What is benefit for them?
Well, I like tickle. Well, this is... Okay, so it's set up like it's a league or like it's like there's events... But I'll read you this.
Thank you.
Jane O'Brien Media seeks lean, muscular, ticklish males.
Oh, boy.
Who also truly hate to be tickled, right?
Uh-huh.
For a high-paying reality TV video project in Los Angeles. Pay includes $1,500 and $250 expense money, so a little per diem.
Sure, yeah, a little fuck you money around town.
Yep. You get to stay at a 4-star hotel. Stills photography session with legendary photographer Marco Realmonte. Legendary.
Right away, I know who we're talking about, Marco.
No adult, sexual, fetish-oriented, or nudity is involved in any Jane O'Brien Media production. Accepted participants will be restrained and tickled, and producer-provided Adidas athletic gym wear.
What?
And...
Adidas is like, we want our name on this.
And work as members of tickling teams that compete against other featured individuals. This is a very competitive offering with over 1,000 applicants monthly, thanks to our exploding presence on Facebook. Now, they have over 17,000 likes on Facebook.
So they might not be full of shit.
Applicants must be 18 to 24.
Oh, boy. This is just the more details about the participants.
What do you mean?
Well, I think you're leading me down a path, and I think I know where we're headed.
Maybe even 25.
Oh, even the old geezers.
It's like American Idol. Yeah, we'll blow it up a year.
If you're really good at being tickled, we'll make an exception.
Professional, reliable arrangements are finalized by personal cell phone contact. With binding contracts.
Oh, good.
So once you sign on, you get a fax. You sign up. You're in.
I don't think I've ever heard anyone use binding as like a selling feature. It's like you could just say contract. You're like binding contract.
Hey, if you do you want to be a part of our tickling contest?
Absolutely.
Sign the binding contract.
My hand. You're hurting my hand. Puts a pen through your hand.
So you can talk to this Jane woman about any questions you might have.
Well, I have 1,000.
You do, don't you?
Yeah.
And you're also going to get a portfolio when you leave.
Oh, really? Am
I? Jane will not take any selfies or pictures taken in the mirror. No facial hair.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Which you just shaved.
I know, yeah.
So you're good to go. Because part of me was like, we should get you to submit.
I'm down to submit.
Okay.
Absolutely down
to
submit.
We got to have you submit.
Listen. I'm down to make this my top priority.
Although where this goes, you might not want to submit.
Oh, boy. Well, I think I know where it goes.
I think you know, but it goes so much worse than that you can't even imagine. So respectfully, don't bother if you have a mustache.
Fuck you for a man who had a mustache for 2 months.
Have a friend take a well-lighted, sharp image of you, preferably waist up in short sleeves or shirtless to highlight your abs and upper body definition. I mean it. We no longer have time for shortcuts. No iPhone pics. They're too blurry, and I can't see a damn thing. Jane.
Jane, yeah, relax, Jane. It's a binding contract and no more bullshit from anyone.
Okay, so those are the that's all it says, and then you get it to another page on her
But
website.
let's just say this first page, if you read it, it already sounds like this
Now,
is
what
just
does it sound like?
It sounds like somebody's creating some gay fantasy.
Well, we're talking about competitive tickling.
We're talking about shirtless, buff guys from 18 to 24.
No, well, just in the photo, but in actuality,
They're wearing Adidas.
when you see the videos, it's shirts and skins. So it's like So there's nothing. It's just a uniform. Some guys are in Adidas shirts, some guys aren't.
Right.
So
they
I
have
don't
different
know.
colored shirts in the world. Do they know about that or
What?
they just? I'm saying there are different. That some teams will use shirts on both sides. That's how they distinguish.
Like skins.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yep. Like skins, Jane.
Here's the form that you fill out. Your name, your email address, your cell phone number, your location, your age. Are you ticklish? Do you like to be tickled? What happens when you are tickled? Thanks for your time and interest.
I get a boner and I have to suck other guys' boners.
I run around with a heart on screaming.
I'll sign and do anything.
What I've been shooting lately is unique. It explores several situations in which attractive, ticklish, masculine guys are actually tickled in two different restrained formats, then involved in demonstrating some ticklish skills themselves. Bizarre?
Yeah.
A bit, maybe.
Yeah.
But the point is so much, but to the point, 750 to 1,000 guys apply from all over the world whenever a shoot is announced. Presently, I'm shooting an all-male cast. The project is called Competitive Endurance Tickling, suited for masculine, athletic guys who are honestly ticklish. So she doesn't want...
No bullshit.
Jane doesn't want dudes who are like, hey, man, I just need some photos. She wants us to be real.
It must be great because there had to have been situations because she's so venomous about it where a guy's been restrained and been like, oh, ha, ha, ha. Oh, ha, 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 ha. No, stop. Oh, no, ah. Your dog was like, what the hell's going on?
This is not meant to be a so-called, quote-unquote, acting gig, which is what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Don't bring your fake tickle laughter to my actual tickle
see
show.
Right through it.
How effective you are as a tickler who is part of a team presents a factor to be determined also. So you're not just, they don't just want people who, tickling is hard.
Sure.
I don't know if you've ever tickled a bro.
Yes.
Then, so you know that getting out of bro's little tickly places.
It takes a while sometimes with your bros when you're finding those tickly places. It can be very frustrating.
So then it goes into the money and how much you're going to get.
You're going to get $1,500.
Participants will always be clothed in a provided Adidas T-shirt and a pair of gym shorts that we provide.
So it's a provided pair of gym shorts that they provide.
And a T-shirt. They provide. Did I mention that they provide it?
Who's providing these things?
They are, Jane.
Okay.
Jane Media.
That's not clear. If I were them, I would maybe...
Well, it's interesting. We're going to get into who Jane O'Brien Media is pretty quick.
I bet she has a mustache.
The shoot is ideal for guys with looks and personalities of athletes, surfers, snowboarders, lifters, extreme sports participants, the outgoing type. Personal trainers are also perfect. No tattoos or so-called body art. Thank you.
Again,
Clean.
that's from a situation.
Clean.
That's when a guy came in and he's like, it's not a tattoo, it's body art. She's like, that's it. Okay, no more fake laughers and no more fucking body art tattoos, whatever they're calling them. No.
I want them clean.
Clean them.
Like a baby.
Put him in the bleach.
So I don't know why they emphasize again Adidas clothing. Like Adidas clothing is a thing where like you have to be in the Adidas.
I would love to know if Adidas knows about that.
Oh yeah, but what can they do? Because
Can't they be like, stop saying our name?
yeah, but why? No, they can't.
I know why.
If Why?
Because you don't want to hitch your wagon to a tickle competition that is probably just a gay orgy. I'm only like a quarter of the way through this.
Sounds like right now. It sounds like a legitimate tickle operation.
Right now is very, very telling.
Okay, so and they actually have a legitimate photographer. He's the photographer of the San Francisco Giants. He's like the team photographer, and he also happens to photograph tickle competitions.
Sure. Well, listen, baseball's only most of the year.
Asian males are particularly welcome to apply.
Red flag. Red flag. That's a red flag.
And are at an advantage in the consideration process.
What? Okay. So if this is not just physical, look.
This is all about a competition.
No, it is not.
This is exactly what happens in, like, snowboarding competitions.
It is not. No, it is not.
If you go to any, like, snowboarding competition, you'll see in the rules, we're
looking for the best, the brightest, the strongest, preferably Asian. Preferably you are of Asian descent. What?
I'll never forget I had a roommate in New York, Matt, and he was a good-looking guy, and he was trying to get into modeling.
Uh-huh.
And then all of a sudden he got this offer, and they were like, and his agent was like, "Look, this is like a side thing, and this happens, but they are offering you like $50,000, and it's like a weekend thing, and you go away, and there are dudes who want to take pictures of you." And he's like, "What?" And it's like this rich guy thing where you go, no one touches you. Like, we have that all, like, but they just want to be able to they like photograph you, and you just like hang out nude, and they shoot photos of you, just like, so it's just like
$50,000.
Yeah, he was like, "Fuck, should I do it?" And I was like, "It feels kind of gross, dude."
I would maybe do it now.
It's so weird that they wouldn't offer it to you now.
Listen, if you can talk to Matt, get their contact info, I want to get in touch. That sounds like a great weekend. They're just like, "Sure, get out of here." I'm like, "Oh, you guys are almost out of pineapple."
And so, you know, they emphasize that it's not a gay thing.
Good.
Right?
Yeah, good.
What do you mean good?
No, that's good. That's a good thing to call out. Yeah. No, that's good. You want it. That's people who aren't trying to do gay things say that.
Right.
Yeah. That's how you talk.
Okay, so a reporter in New Zealand got a hold of this.
It's like when I walked in today and I go, "Let's do a podcast." No gay sex. Right?
Right, and then all of a sudden we're having gay sex.
We fucked, and then we did this. I mean, it's just...
So a reporter in New Zealand was like, "Well, this is fucking crazy." And he goes to the Facebook page, and he sees that there's like 1,700 likes, and he is a bisexual reporter, and he's like, "Okay, so there's a gay..."
That sounds like a great TV show.
And his little bisexual reporter?
Yeah.
Coming out on CBS.
On an all-new bisexual reporter.
What happens on the...
That's about it.
He does stories both ways.
He looks at both sides of the issue.
So he goes to the Facebook page and he sends a message, and he just posts a thing and he says, "Hey, is anyone here who has competed a New Zealander?" You know, he just posted on the Facebook page. "I want to talk to you. DM me, please." And then Jane comes in.
Jane right away.
Jane jumps in. "So far, about 5 New Zealanders have competed, but to be brutally frank, association with a homosexual journalist is not something we will embrace. We desperately do not want a homosexual participant base applying for this project. My concern is your journalistic style, reputation, and fan base in your own country. This is offered in earnest and strictly professional." So someone
like...
Now, notice that the dude didn't.
He did nothing.
He didn't come out and say, "Hey, I'm a bisexual journalist. Is anyone here who has competed a New Zealander?" He said nothing.
No.
So Jane went and did a little research,
of course,
and was like, "Hey, homo!" Like, just comes out crazy right out of the fucking chute. All right, just
I'm
nuts.
starting to think there's something off with this Jane.
So then he gets another message.
Good.
A follow-up.
By the way. one more crazy thing.
I am Debbie Kuhn. I am Vice President for Marketing Operations for Jane O'Brien Media. I'm not Jane. We are different people. I also
handle... God!
I know, right?
She's the same person.
I also handle global IT stuff. Well, after a couple emails, she admits there is no Jane. I am not Jane. We're different people. Also, there is no Jane.
And I am both.
And I am not gay.
I'm not gay. And there's that's happened a few times through this where they call out the thing they're doing so clearly.
Yeah. So they email back and forth a few times. It's the same thing. You're gay. Look, it's not a gay thing. I'm just a journalist. My journalism doesn't have anything to do with being gay. And then he sends this email. Hey, Debbie, thanks for another follow-up. Despite your Googling, what I think you're failing to grasp is that I work for 3 News. 3 News is a respected news organization. We have all sorts of people working as far as journalists go. But what we all have in common is that we are trained journalists and we do journalism. I, for instance, love cats. But this doesn't mean I love cats changes what I do for 3 News. I hope you rethink your stance and at some stage and your logic. Thanks.
Very,
right? So
very well put.
Very well put. Yeah. Okay. So she responds,
oh boy.
May I be respectfully but brutally frank about my logic that shared by almost all of Jane Media. She leaves some words out.
Sure.
But is shared by almost all of Jane Media LLC about this larger issue. I love cats too. But this is not a social and spiritual taboo in much or most of the world and societies as we know them. I am sharing this with you and not as part of the story. Emoticon smiley face.
Oh, cool.
Just as Roman Catholic Bishop SSPX Williamson didn't want news made of his personal denial of the Holocaust. Okay. So.
It's always good to make Holocaust analogies. I think those go really well with something like this.
I think that it's a natural progression to compare tickling to the Holocaust.
Sure. So name one difference, honestly.
Well, 6 million dead Jews.
Okay, 2. Name 2.
Mustaches.
All right. Maybe they're a little... those are 2, but those are nitpicky. Overall, they're the same. Those are nitpicky things. Much like the Holocaust. I'm sorry? What?
I feel like you just brought Holocaust into a tickling conversation.
That's right.
And I would also like to add that we're having a tickling conversation.
First of all, I hate fucking cats, queer.
So now he's like, I'm going to find out who this broad is.
Great. Support him.
So he goes to her YouTube page, and she's got an image. All of the images of everybody we talk about in this story has a stock photo image. It's like they get from a stock place.
Right, they're catfishing.
She's got this huge YouTube page, and they're all videos of men on beds, and they're talking, and then they all end in tickling.
Yeah, so they're all really not gay videos. Yes,
right. It's just dudes tickling each other.
Hopefully, this bisexual weirdo didn't watch them.
And then he digs a little further, and he finds out the photographer, who's doing all the shooting, is listed as being interested in men and women. So now we have a homosexual.
We have our in. We have our mole.
We have found a lead into gay.
All right. We have a gatekeeper.
Okay. So then they get the 3 News people get their internet guy on this to start digging. And he finds out that DebbieKuhn.fer is registered with the same German hosting company as JaneO'BrienMedia.com. So they're the same thing. And other domains. All the websites are registered to Norman Vanderkoos.
Oh, wow. Well, you can't write that one. I'm Norman Vanderkoos. I've never heard of Jane. Norman Vanderkoos?
Norman Vanderkoos. Now, Norman owns...
This is like a detective show.
Norman owns a bunch of other domain names, quite a few based around tickling. More specifically, tickling in the military.
Oh. my God. It's just, I've never heard that before. You know, tickling in the military. I'm sorry. Yeah, we got to stop it. The guys they won't shoot. They're just too busy tickling. Incoming!
Oh, God. Jesus Christ.
Tickling in the military tonight.
And then he just keeps finding more domain names and more names. There's channel names like Let's Tickle Him, mostly cage fighters introduced to tickle fights, military tickling, ticklish military guys from all over the world. It's just this whole...
Oh, man. There's a ticklish military from all over the world. Al-Qaeda, when they're doing the monkey bars. Got you! Muhammad!
Oh, do you think that was Allah?
We must focus on destroying the devil. The United... Okay, come on! Come on! I'm in the middle of this shit! Oh, my God. Under the armpits is my Achilles heel, I'll tell you. Anyway, the white devil.
So then another reporter decided to email Jane O'Brien. Jane, I'm a journalist like David, but I'm straight. Huh?
Good.
So taking another angle.
Finally.
I am in reasonably good shape, and I'm getting married in a couple weeks to a human female. For bonus points, I'm also white. Would you be interested in participating in a story I'm doing about bizarre and uncalled for homophobic discrimination against media personalities? Media professionals that is likely to attract a great deal of attention for you. I anticipate your prompt reply. And then Jane, who doesn't exist,
who's not real,
responded, the more shrieking that homosexuals do, the more our target audience is secure that a popular and well-conceived project is not compromising to their masculinity. Our biggest problem at the onset was convincing suitable males that the competitive endurance tickling activities in which they were about to participate were anything and everything but gay. So that was their biggest...
That's the hurdle.
That's their biggest hurdle so far. Trust me. Look, what is gay about this?
Well, we're just shirtless and we're like rolling around.
Are you an athlete?
Yeah.
So do you think you could do like some endurance stuff?
Yeah.
Like sitting in a sweat box for 24 hours?
Sure,
or doing 1,000 sit-ups? Just having a bunch of dudes tickle you for 5 minutes?
I'm sorry, what was the last one?
Yeah, a bunch of gentlemen tickling you for 5 minutes.
Right. No, I mean, sure.
Where do you...
I gotta go. So let me just go to the bathroom, and then I'll come right back out and I'll sign that binding paperwork. How's that sound?
Yeah, good. Your proposed coverage would be a massive assistance to a vetting process that is both legal and treasured when producing media in this kind in the USA. Google suggests that you are, having so described yourself, not quite a journalist like the Frere guy. Not one wee bit. I understand that you are to be heterosexually married, and even were the union to be an ethnic, what follows would remain. May you enjoy many years of happy marriage and live long and prosperous with a... Sorry, did you miss the ethnic part?
It is time to stop replying. It's just time for Norman to stop replying.
And even, let me just say this, even if you are marrying a black person, I hope you have a happy life.
Look, white, I hope you have a great life. Even black. It's fine. Black.
Thank you. Sincerely, not Gay Central.
President of Competitive Tickling. What the fuck?
Okay.
Okay.
And then they sent another one.
Jane sent another one.
Yeah. I would like to give a polite personal response, but you see, you have designated me, typically and somewhat accurately, as someone who is bizarre in a tasteful distaste of homosexuals. Okay, so here's how I do it. I don't like homosexuals. But I'm doing it tastefully. By trying to get them to make videos of young men tickling themselves.
Oh, well, that makes
online
sense.
In a tasteful way.
That makes a lot of sense.
No eating wires.
He's eating that wire. He's eating this one.
Okay, bad dog. If he no, back it up. I'm gonna tickle that dog
competitively.
I love all blacks too, and may God defend your free land. But I have a distaste for certain things as well. Notice one thing: I have not assailed the so-called homosexual prerogative, but you, Mr. Journalist, are making my assumed personal beliefs. And I can't go on.
I mean, I can't even. I'm starting to not understand what they're saying anymore.
Well, it's okay to if you're trying to defend your somewhat,
sure, your tickle.
Let's call it
your tickle business,
gay adjacent, your gay adjacent business. To just shut up and stop talking about the gay stuff.
It's easy to shift gears.
So he basically saying this is an exclusively straight situation.
Yeah.
So what it is
a straight situation.
He doesn't want he doesn't want gay guys to find out about this because he wants straight guys tickled because that's his thing, right?
Well, because that's not gay. The second you let a gay guy into this, it's going to take on that really kind of like gayish vibe.
Yeah, then it's like guys tickling.
Yeah, then guys will start tickling each, but in a gay way.
In a gay way.
In a gay way.
You want straight tickling, not gay tickling.
I want straight ticklers doing gay tickles. And I don't want a gay guy near it. My name's Norman Vanderpoop.
Oh, God. So.
But then all this black stuff is weird.
Well, that's just a little spice.
You got the story with mustard.
So. The first reporter puts up a picture of one of the New Zealand ticklers.
Right.
Because he finds it somewhere.
Okay.
And he says, hey, I want to talk to this guy. And New Zealand is a small place.
Right, yeah.
So he quickly finds out through the internet who the dude is. And the dude contacts him and says, take down my photo or I'll sue you. I'll get my fucking lawyers involved. I did not want to be a part of this story. I did not agree to be part of the story. Take down my thing. So the reporter's like, that's totally cool.
Yeah.
I was just trying to find you. If you don't want that there, but you have to do an interview with me.
Yeah.
And so the guy says, I'll do an anonymous interview with you.
God, he said yes.
So now how do you think guys get involved in this?
How do I think guys get involved in this?
Yeah. Do you think these guys are gay?
Well, I bet it's like people who are gay for pay almost. I bet it's
not.
like
They're models. They're dudes in like little fucking towns like
and
Minnesota, and they're like, oh, it's like a modeling gig.
So, but they say right off the bat that it's tickling, right?
Yeah, but to them it's just like
it's like it's like a shoot.
It's like a shoot,
right?
So they're thinking, oh, I'm going in on this weird shoot,
right?
And it's just going to be a thing where like it's like a tickling shoot. I'm just with other bros.
But then when they get there,
they're treated totally respectfully through the whole thing, and it's exactly what it says it is. You get there and it's a weekend of tickles.
See, now if you frame it like that, I might come. Are you coming to the weekend of tickles? Probably. What is it?
You get paid $1,500.
Right.
So it's a fucking all good.
Yeah, it's an all good for sure.
So that's what the dude says, and he says, look, I don't want my name out there. This is already going to be weird enough for me.
So this is just what he says in the interview, is basically corroborates.
Yeah, he said no. He says, yeah. I'm a model. I'm
right.
like an amateur model. I saw this as a gig. I was like, yeah, I'll do this. I got a portfolio out of it. And then he asked one question at the end. He said, hey, do you feel good or bad about how all this has gone down? And he said, I don't want to answer your questions anymore.
Whoa, okay.
Okay, all right. All right. That's good. Okay.
That's a good answer. Just say good, I guess, and leave.
What does the word bottom mean to you? So now this story's been up for a couple of days. And all of a sudden there's some comments on the news blog page.
Okay.
And some readers say it sounds awfully like a woman named Terry DeSisto, who went by the name Terry Tickle online and solicited videos of attractive men in 2000.
You know what's great is the name is Terry. Because I'm like, is it a man or a woman? What psycho is this?
And at that time, she put up a post that said, guys interest me. Guys that are young, basically 18 to 23, hot, on the thin side, not too big and buff, no body fat, no body hair, and ticklish. No sex or nudity are wanted in my videos. I just want to see guys tied up and mercilessly, relentlessly tickled. So that's just a lady.
Sure.
Asking for what she wants.
That's just the lady who came home drunk from Chippendales one day. Blogging.
Now, she became the subject of an FBI investigation.
Oh, for what, David?
For conducting an online campaign against a young man who somehow offended her.
Oh, my God.
Now, the
FBI?
We'll get back to that later.
Put a pin in it?
I'm going to put a pin in that. So now the internet guy keeps digging. And one of Jane O'Brien Media lists one active company officer as Kevin Clark of New York.
Uh-huh.
Now, if you Google Kevin Clark and tickling...
Which I do.
It appears that Clark is a well-known director of gay porn. Specifically, twink porn.
Oh, yes.
Do you know what twink porn is?
I do.
I had no idea what twink porn was.
It's like...
All right, twink is a gay slang term describing a young or young-looking man with slender, ectomorph build, little or no body hair, and no facial hair. And in some societies, the terms fox, plum, chick, or chickens are preferred.
Oh, that's news to me.
Get me a nice chick.
Go
Wait a minute, a chick? Yeah, I want to fuck a chick. Like one with a vagina? No, like a hairless man.
A hairless kid. A hairless 19-year-old.
So am I reading this correctly that they're supposed to seem underage, but they're not?
Twinks are just supposed to, look very young and skinny and hairless. Yeah. They're they go great with a bear.
On the Wikipedia page I went to, there's a picture of a twink, and it said Brett Corrigan won Best Amateur 2008 Twink Performer / bottom. Oh my God! So they have categories, top and bottom for twink.
/ bottom. The top and bottom.
Oh God! I hope it went top this year.
God. I mean, I've been bottom the last 2 years. It's great. It's great. Don't get me wrong. I love it. But I'm really looking to break out this year and start to do my own top stuff.
It's named after the Hostess Twinkie.
Okay.
Because it has little nutritional value, is sweet to taste, and cream filled.
Yeah, there we go. I was waiting for it. At some point, I knew. And it has 3 holes.
It has 3 holes?
Yeah, Twinkies do.
What? No.
Yeah, they do the little injection holes.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And so does a human twink.
Well, a man has 3 holes?
Well, a man has 3.
Well, but you can't put your dick in one hole.
You can put your dick in another guy's dick hole.
What?
Yeah. You just need a ray gun.
I don't want to talk to you anymore.
Wait, enter my tickle competition. Stick around.
So this person said Kevin Clark is a twink director of world renown. Friends with anybody who matters in gay porn. He is responsible for some of the top-selling twink releases. I have personally seen very successful directors melt down when meeting him. I have heard more than one tell him, "You are the reason I am in this business."
Wow.
So he's like the king twink.
He's King Twink.
So and he's also part of Jane O'Brien Media.
Right.
Oddly.
Which, again, I'm sure she doesn't know because she will not have any gays near her project.
Okay. So now it gets weird.
Oh, good. I was like, in my head, I was like, this is kind of like boring, but I would love for it to go somewhere. So finally.
So the internet guy discovers
I can tell by your face you're excited.
There is a guy going by the forum name Angel of Death who claims to be a U.S. Marine Corps Brigadier General, and he is connected to the Vimeo account of Deborah Kuhn.
Deborah Kuhn of
the email exchange.
Right, yeah.
The domain, so JaneO'Brien.com was registered to Norman van der Koos, right, of Frankfurt, Germany. And he also has ticklishguyscasting.com, ticklishguysonline.com, militarytickling.com,
Right.
ticklishguysusa.com, attentiondeck.com.
Right. Of course. Which is
Right? Attention on the deck. You get it. You know it. realityticking.us, ticklingtraining.com. The training is great.
Yeah, that's really good. You have to go through that, I think, in order to really know how to compete.
Okay, so he's going through all this shit, and he finds one of Vander Koos's companies
Norman Vander Koos
has a Vimeo channel of a U.S. Marine Corps Lance Corporal calling him a disgrace to his uniform.
Okay.
So it's Corporal Maximilian Uriarte, and I have his... Where do I have his... Okay, so that's...
Oh, wow.
That's him. And God damn it, I wish that the sound was working on this, because... let's pause it right here and see if...
Yeah. Boy, look at him. Poor bastard.
Well, that was sad.
Yeah.
So the video is not... But basically, so he put up this website of this dude...
Maximilian,
and the sound is not working on our phones, and I can't use it on the computer because we're recording into it. But basically, it's a loop of a guy laughing and saying, "Please stop."
Oh my God! I wish we could play it.
So if you go to Maximilian Uriarte, MIXIMILIANURIARTE.com, you will hear the loop of a guy begging someone to stop tickling and a picture of the dude and saying he was dishonorably discharged.
So wait, okay, why was he dishonorably discharged?
He wasn't.
Oh, okay.
Okay. It turns out that Lance Corporal Maximilian Uriarte runs a site called TerminalLance.com, where he makes fun of Marine life. He does like cartoons, and Marines go to it, and they have like forums, and it's like a place for them to fucking laugh about being in the Marines.
Right.
So he booted some guy from a forum for being weird.
I think we know who.
So then he starts getting messages from this guy. And he says, your site violates the terms of service and acceptable use policies of the Marines. In this instance, of all the providers represented by the red hops upstream in the trace route chart. So he's clearly knows.
Right.
He knows about computers, and he knows about... Since you removed what was a popular thread, you're right. I have the right to exercise mine. When I honorably discharged, I did so rather high up on the O chain. Or orgasm chain. You have created website Marine and are making a nice future for yourself. Do you really want to have a problem with me and be responsible for conduct unbecomings that will become more of a legend than DC? I'd hope we could enjoy a good relationship. You're in college. Would you like some assistance? No strings attached? Or there's the other way. Hope to hear from you respectfully, AOD. So
wait. Now, who was the guy being weird on the forums? That's what I want to know, because it's clearly not that guy. No, that's not a weird guy.
I know
that's not a weird guy. That is not a weird guy. That's not the same guy.
So then this guy gets mad and sets up this fucking webpage. He takes the dude who owns the fucking website, takes his name, Max. That's actually his name, maxarte.com, and puts up a picture of him and a tickling loop.
Oh my God.
And then this is all under the Vander Koos. It's all owned on the Vander. So now there's like
they're part of the Vander Koos family.
So he's created a little bit of a trace back to himself, right?
What a fucking psycho. So now they got it.
So it's registered to Vander Koos.
Right.
And the general clearly has tickle issues.
Listen, there's nothing wrong with that.
So then, through this, they find out that the quote-unquote Brigadier General has a Twitter account called Angel of Death.
Oh.
Okay. Now, Angel of Death, as you can see, it is at AODUSMC. Now, Angel of Death has what I would describe as a tickling...
Twitter. They've got a twickle. A twickle account.
A tickling fetish. And who's the video posted there? Debbie Kuhn. So
what the fuck?
So he is posting Debbie Kuhn videos and notifications of her video uploads, as well as tickling related tweets. And the tickling related tweets are hashtag ticklish, hashtag tickling, hashtag tickled, hashtag struggle, hashtag resist, hashtag TJ Gretzner, hashtag laughter, hashtag ticklish laughter, hashtag gay, hashtag homo, hashtag outed, hashtag fired, hashtag fag. Okay? That's just one of the many great tweets.
Yeah, I felt like over 140 characters, but maybe I'm wrong. It's a lot of hashtags.
Okay. Now the
Go ahead.
Vandervoon is registered as the Niederdichten Group.
Oh,
in
very
New York.
big fan. Yeah, sounds like New York.
The address lists David D'Amato with a Garden City, New York address, so he's the owner of all of. So they've traced it down to David D'Amato.
We have our Madoff.
So we have a new guy.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Now, David D'Amato brings us back to another name who came up earlier, Terry DeSisto. The woman the internet commenters brought up, who was investigated by the FBI for going after young, ticklish men.
Sure, aggressively.
Okay, so in the 1990s, a tickle fetish queen popped up on the internet by the name Terry DeSisto and began spamming internet user groups, offering young guys cash and or new computers in exchange for videos of them being tickled. Hi, my name is Terry.
Oh, no.
I'm a female college student in Boston, Massachusetts area that is a total tickling freak.
Total.
As a hobby, one that cost me a lot of money, I maintain a personal collection of amateur videos featuring guys being tickled, usually for 30 to 60 minutes.
Oh, my God.
I would shit myself.
Oh, my God.
Just everything would come out of my body. 30 to 60 minutes.
That would be great to send her one like that. Here you go. We made it to 60 minutes like you wanted. Not going to lie, it gets pretty graphic around minute 9. Things go off the rails real hard. I don't know what was wrong with Dave. He had food poisoning or something, but it's terrifying.
Featuring guys being tickled by a girlfriend, good girlfriend.
A good girlfriend.
Girlfriends, or even guy friends.
Whoa.
I'm not a business, video trader, or porn solicitor. My interest is in tickling.
Yes, of course. So nobody would say that.
That's Terry.
That's just classic Terry.
Now, fast forward to 2001.
Okay.
Terry DeSisto was exposed by the FBI to actually being a 40-year-old former high school educator by the name of David D'Amato. I love that he was a teacher in high school.
I also love...
What else would he be?
Of course, yeah.
Hey, guys, open up your books and just go ahead and tickle each other.
Hey, guys, come on. Stop that studying. A little more horseplay.
Who wants extra credit?
A little horseplay, guys.
A little horseplay.
Come on, guys. A little more horseplay back there, please.
Hey, you guys want to play Magic Fingers?
Hey, guys. Who wants to play Underdesk? I love that he didn't even change the last name.
No, it's not. He came close, but it was so. It's also very close to what he is.
Like,
there was never any 23-year-old perky blonde Boston college student. She's not real.
There's not this blonde college student with millions of dollars to give computers to twinks.
And he is just a fat. Oh, I erased it because I didn't want you to see it. But he's just this fat, gross blob of a man.
That's always how it is. That's how the guy who put together all those boy bands, who was like he looked like a wizard turned Jabba the Hutt into a human, and he was just sitting there, just like. Yeah. Well, oh God, they all look the same.
Look how gross. Like he looks like he just eats boys. Right?
Oh yeah.
Like he looks like he lives underneath a house and comes out every once in a while to eat a boy.
He looks like the kind of the guy John Wayne Gacy would be like, "Hey man, relax a little bit, slow down. Let's not get so crazy.
You know, maybe you shouldn't come into John Wayne's house.
Pump the brakes a little bit, okay?" Now turn off my skin lamp.
So he had actually fabricated a social security number for Teresa DeSisto and obtained a credit card and a name so that he could do business over the. So he created a fake person and got a social security number for tickling. For tickling. How do I do this? How do I make this happen?
All right, look, I'm at that point now where I either just stop, which is fine, I can just stop, or I can get real weird and I can start fake identities. And I could create a tickling competition, you know? So on the one hand, I could sort of like, you know, whatever. I had fun. I got mine. Or I can just go all in and just fuck. Let's go. That's it. Fuck it. I'm going to create new people.
He was sentenced for harassing this kid. He was sentenced to 6 months incarceration in a halfway house and fined $5,000. And he began his sentence the next month, just in time for him to begin studying law at Fordham University School of Law. So
wait,
he's terrifying. he's getting a legal degree.
Yeah,
he's getting fake IDs. He's going all in.
I mean, he's getting a law degree not because he's like, I'm pursuing my dream of being a lawyer. He's like, I need to know how to get away with tickling.
This is someone that Batman should be looking into.
And it's like tickling. Like, every time you come back and say that, it's just like a reminder.
Not gay.
No.
Just tickling.
This is just a man who's created a few different people for guys who are hairless, preferably Asian, in their 20s to sign legally binding contracts that he can not masturbate to, ever. He's just a 23-year-old college girl like the rest of us.
So, people were pretty upset by the sentence, by getting 6 months. In my view, justice has not been served, says Charles Dirksen, a San Francisco lawyer who collected the testimony from Terry Tickle's victims. It was more slap on the wrist and doesn't show appreciation of the harm he caused, nor does it deter future abuse. So,
but I heard that Larry DeSisto commented on that article. I don't know. This guy seems pretty cool and gets it.
So in August of 2000, an internet radio channel. I was on internet radio in 2000.
Yeah,
I was on the comedy radio.
Oh, you were on it?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
And me and Greg Barron had a show on. I mean, no one was listening, but the fact that this guy started an internet radio
channel. Yeah, you were like, technically, you could have bumped into him at a party.
About tickling. It was about. He broadcasted the audio files of young men being tickled. And then speaking of their tickling experiences after.
So it's a nice behind the scenes of it all. It's like a storyteller's.
TickledGuys.com. So interested parties could go there and, get involved. TicklishGuys.com was a free website until 2001 when it was then shown as owned by TickleFilms.com, who's owned by a man named David Starr.
Uh-huh. I'm waiting for us to find out who David Starr is.
So then they worked together for a while, and then things got weird between Starr and D'Amato. So in 2006, a case was opened by D'Amato suing Starr over the allegedly false and defamatory statements posted on various blogs, forums, and websites. Now this is like, now we're going back to the weird military guy.
But also the idea of like, you're defaming me. It's like, no. You've defamed you.
You're the tickle king of the fucking world.
You're the self-proclaimed tickle king.
So Starr posted a letter to the judge saying he's been lying to the attorneys and all this stuff. One such lie is David D'Amato's statement that he's no longer involved in tickling websites or the production of tickling videos. I would like to share a couple of letters written by David in December 2001 stating that he's ready to expand his tickling productions, not curtail them. So this dude has had a plan for all of this shit for all of this time. David Starr has allegedly created the blog TicklishGuysCasting.net in parallel with www.TicklishGuysCasting.com, which he said was owned by David D'Amato and another man named Dex Jones.
Dex Jones!
So made up, right?
It's just so fake. Dex? Come on.
It features videos of young men being tied up in tickle. TicklishGuysCasting.com is currently owned by Norman Vanderkoos.
Who's Vanderkoos?
He's the guy who owns everything.
He's real?
And he's David D'Amato.
He is, yeah.
He's the guy that when they tracked it down,
they're all David D'Amato.
They went to the New York business stuff. David D'Amato is all of these people.
All of them.
All of them.
So
and someone has even said that they don't think Star exists. They think that Star
he
created Star,
he's
actually fighting himself in court.
Oh my God, that jury I'd stick around for.
Look at him, he's fat and disgusting.
And then he runs over to the other side. He's like, "What are you talking about? That's defamation." And then he runs to the other side. He's like, "I'm sorry, I didn't mean that."
So basically every person except for the reporters that we've named is David D'Amato.
Right. Every person who's sane is not David D'Amato. Every crazy person who likes Twinks tickling is David D'Amato. Who looks like the guy who put together NSYNC.
And here's a quote. To wrap it up, here's a quote from the Drexel student that he harassed and went to jail for.
Well, Halfway House.
It's scary that he still uses the internet.
Oh my God, no. That's horrible. That's like the last thing you see in a horror preview. It's like the last bit of text.
How fucking insane is that?
It's just the craziest.
Like, a guy sends you a message and says, "Have you heard about competitive endurance tickling?" And then it leads to the most insane trail of a disturbed.
I mean, you must just be like the idea that you're like you're even like putting pins in a wall and probably like have yarn connecting certain things, and then you just go, "It's tickling."
He's got on his wall. He's got all these pins and names
pictures.
and yarn attaching it right in the middle. It just says "tickle."
Yeah. Dex Jones. He's crossing out Dex Jones. His wife's down there like, "Honey, come to bed." He's like, "Hold on, I'm bisexual. You shouldn't be here."
Hold on, I'm the angel of death right now.
Hold on, I'm on the weirdest Twitter. Sometimes I don't know where this case ends and you start. Honey, look, I just gotta tell you, I'm finding him. If I could just figure out who Norman Vandersoon is.
You're Norman Vandersoon.
Oh, right.
God damn it. Someone get David Starr on the phone.
David, I mean,
You're David Starr.
Right.
Well, then who is Jane O'Brien?
You.
There is no Jane O'Brien. Wait, it's you. That's why there isn't one.
All right, get me Terry. God damn it, you're Terry. All right, look.
Oh, fuck it. I'm going to go have lunch with Debbie.
You're Debbie! You're all of them, you moron! Boy, I'll tell you, I just can't believe they're letting these queers get married. Coming from the guy who created 5 identities to start a tickle league? Yeah. Gross. They're probably walking around us right now. We don't even know it. Anyway, I gotta go look at these hairless Asians, see if they'll work to be tied up and tickled for 30 to 60 minutes.
Oh my God. Fuck. Holy shit.
Wow, I really... This is a different... This is almost like the second head of an equally crazy thing from last week. It's just so amazing that nobody knows about these are such strange things.
Well, you wonder how many guys there are like
him?
Yeah, there's got to be
lots.
Because this is just one guy was like, "Oh, look at this tickling website," and then he happened to investigate.
This is their Obama. He's the leader. I don't think there's any questioning that. When you said like ticklishboys.net, I was like, well, that, and then you're like, and he owns ticklishboys.com. It's like, okay, so he's just, I guess, worried about traffic going to the wrong. It's really easy to reroute someone. He's like, no, I want to buy it. I need it. It's for Debbie. You're Debbie!
I'm not. I'm talking to Debbie right now on the phone.
I'm on the phone with Debbie. You're holding a doll arm. Get out of here!
I'm not gay.
I'm not gay.
Who said I was gay?
Nobody said anything. I told you dinner's ready. I'm not gay, and I'm excited. It smells good.
Oh, and I tell you the guys are coming over for tickling later?
I mean poker. Poker.
Jesus Christ.
Don't come downstairs.
Oh, fuck, man. And just the fact that he looks like that, I'll post the photo on the...
well, it's not surprising because there's no way that he would look good.
No, he can't look good.
He can't.
That guy has been sitting in a home that is a cave.
Yeah.
Coming up with all these plans.
Yes.
And here's the thing, though. He's making money off of this. He's making a living.
How?
Because just the views. I've got to be a ton of.
So he probably
dudes.
has like members and shit.
So dudes who are like, I'm not gay, but I'm going to watch dudes tickle each other. You know, the guys
non-gay dudes.
The guys that are lying to themselves. This is the ultimate thing for them, like dudes, because the fantasy is, and then there's also the gay guy fantasy of, oh, I'm just tickling my straight friend, and then all of a sudden I'm blowing him.
Whoops.
You know, there's that whoops.
Is your dick ticklish with my mouth hand?
Yeah. So that's a fantasy, but mostly it's for guys that are like, I'm not gay, but I just like to watch guys tickle, and then maybe I jerk off.
Not gay. That's like the people of the JO parties on Craigslist. Have you ever seen that?
Yeah.
Those are equally as sad. Nothing gay. Just suck my dick. Nothing gay. Nothing gay. Yeah, but they always look. I mean, he could not look like a guy who could get laid by men. If he did, he wouldn't.
No, that guy couldn't. If that guy could, all he could do is lay down on top of someone. And maybe hurt them.
Yeah, I mean, this is a guy who's masturbated in a 7-Eleven parking lot for sure, without question, for sure. I'll put all my and Debbie's money on it, and Terry's, and Norman's.
Wait until we find out he's still a teacher or something.
Oh my God!
Right?
Yeah. Imagine.
Yeah, but do you think he's so they're flying these kids in to do these shoots. They're paying, so there's 5 guys are paying $1,500, but $1,750 each.
Yeah.
Plus the air and travel. So they're spending thousands of dollars, maybe $15,000 a shoot, $20,000 a shoot, or more. So they've got to be making a shitload of money off this.
Or he's just a crazy billionaire.
He can't be, though. Look at him. He can't be anything.
He's nothing.
He's just like a fudge eater.
The only photo of him is from like 1949. So
it's really
old. He looks like he's with Whitey Bulger.
Anyway, he's out on the internet, you guys.
Hey, guys, he's out there if you want to hit him up. He's at David, at Debbie, at Terry, at Norman, at gmail.tickle.
So all of these dudes who are there, so these models would go do it, then what happens to them? Like, what power does he have? What pictures did he take? How is he blackmailing him? Like, what does he have over
It has
these
to
dudes?
be.
Yeah, he's got him totally fucked.
Yeah, he's definitely, yeah.
He's probably at the point where he's like, all right, send me a picture of your dick and like that.
He's
kind
probably
of shit.
flying him out there like, look, we can make this real easy. Just turn off the lights in the bedroom and you just come in and just do your business, okay? And then I'll burn those photos, I promise. Look, I really like you, Greg. You're just a great guy.
Greg, if you come out to New York and just tickle me for a couple of minutes.
Hey,
until the white stuff comes out.
Hey, it's me, Dave. I know it's late, but anyway, you could take a red eye out here and give me a brunch tickle. Make it worth your while.
A BT.
A little BT. Again, till the white stuff comes out.
All right.
Well,
I don't know how I feel about this one.
Very, very weird.
Yeah.
Very weird.
Very weird.
Very weird.
I mean, I feel dirty. I feel scared.
Yeah. I'm worried for these poor guys.
Yeah, these guys are fucked.
These guys.
Someone's got to stop the tickle party.
Listen, I think the way to do this is for us to start our own third party, the tickle party.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
And let's get involved in politics. I'll run. You can be the VP however you want to slice it.
Are you going to send a video?
I'm making a ton of them, yeah. I'm front loading. We really should submit me, though, just for a laugh.
Yeah. We kind of have to, just to see what the
come over here and take a
would
couple
be.
shirtless pics real quick before we do the next one, and then we just send them in with a real creepy letter and see what happens, and then do an update. Let's do that.
All right, that's perfect.
And hopefully I'll have a mustache by then.
Oh, my God, that'd be
she's
amazing.
like, no! God damn it! I was so clear! You're not Asian! The Holocaust is fake! Wait, what?
Wait, what happened?
No, delete the last part.
Don't marry black people.
Don't marry black people.
Jesus Christ. It's just one dude in his apartment.
Well.
All right.